you go, you get fever questions at this point.
Absolutely.
Right? She's like, I'm used to it. Let's talk about just all the additions, starting with head coach Stephanie White. Then you all have Dwana Bonner, sharpshooter Sophie Cunningham. Just announced Brianna Turner is coming in. How do you think all these pieces will work together with the core that you already have, obviously with Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell?
Yeah, so I'm super excited, first and foremost, because like I think last year we made it so far. And I just know that we have so much potential. And so once again, continuing to put pieces, I'm super excited for it because I think for Kelsey, Caitlin, and I, like, I think we've just been able to develop such a great connection. And so once again, to add pieces like DB, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, like you see the list. This is what we want. This is what we need, that energy, that competitive nature, because we're going to come out here and that's what we want to do. We want to play fast, we want to run, but we want to win games. And so once again, like bringing in the pieces that the front office thinks is going to be perfect for us, perfect for our locker room, is exactly what we need.
Kelsey Mitchell has been a player that it feels like at times has not been given the flowers that she has so rightfully deserved. Last year was a year where I think people really started to wisen up and give her the flowers that she has earned. What is it like playing besides her? She was your vet when you came to the Fever, and being able to keep her as part of that core that's moving forward looking to win a championship.
Yeah, I love Kelsey first and foremost. And so I'm happy that she's getting her flowers because I think when you look at the type of player Kelsey is, our team doesn't function the way it functions without Kelsey. Kelsey is such an important part to our team. I think number one, her speed. There's no one in the league that can contain Kelsey. Every time Kelsey has the ball, everyone's preparing help side because they don't know what's coming. They don't know if that three is going up. They don't know if she's going to blow by and get to the basket. And so being able to be a post player, having a guard like Kelsey, it's amazing because one, she's been around the league. She knows she's been within the Fever organization, but also she's a competitor. Like Kelsey does not like to lose. She does not like to feel like we're playing bad basketball. I think the amount of time and effort and energy Kelsey has given into basketball, like her repay is winning. Her repay is continuing to shine on that court. And so for me being a teammate, it motivates me as well because I want to win. I know what it takes to win, but I also know what it takes having teammates that want to win. Like if we lose a game, Kelsey's off the floor and she's like, okay, listen, this ain't gonna cut it. This is not gonna cut it. And that's after every game because she knows the standard. She knows what it takes to win, and she just wants us to make sure that we're pulling our weight.
Yeah.
What was it like for you this past season in certain situations and circumstances to be the one offering advice and offering comfort versus the one receiving it? Because the previous year you were the rookie,
Yeah.
right? How was that role different for you, and how comfortable were you taking that on?
Yeah, I think, I mean, the only difference really is that I was doing it in the league this time. I feel like I've always been someone that kind of gives advice and kind of gives my 2 cents when, especially when it comes to basketball, just because obviously the way I see the game. And so for me this year, especially having Caitlin being a rookie, like I obviously just having being a rookie the year before and knowing exactly what's going to come, whether it's the refs, whether it's social media. But I think also Caitlin handles that like a champ. Like she knows exactly what it's going to be, but she also knows that she has a big name, and Caitlin Clark is a huge name that people want to come on. They want to say what they think. They want to what she should do, what they should happen. But I think when you look at it, Caitlin's just a competitor, right? And so for me, it made it easy because the advice I gave was just, okay, girl, I'll be my little short roll if that's what you need. Don't worry about the refs because they're not going to give you any calls because that's exactly what they do to rookies. And especially her being the player that she is, like they essentially want to see, oh, well, can you handle yourself on this league? But I think as you continue to, as the season went on, like you saw Caitlin, she handled that like a champ. And I think she handled it from the very first game. Is that her thing is she's here to compete, she's here to win, and it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. I like that right there from AB. Way to have your teammates back. Way to have your young rookies back. And like you said, a lot of these girls thought like, hey, was she going to be able to hold herself in this league? And she kind of got a little attitude with this. She didn't, obviously, Aliyah Boston didn't like this. She didn't like this at all. Look at this.
Is like they essentially want to see, oh, well, can you handle yourself on this league? But I think
I've never even heard AB. She got a little attitude on her. Can you handle yourself in this? Oh, AB didn't like that from the league. And she had her teammates back. Well, yes, she can. Yes, she can. And I think we all witnessed it. I like that.
especially her being the player that she is, like they essentially want to see, oh, well, can you handle yourself on this league? But I think as you continue to, as the season went on, like you saw Caitlin, she handled that like a champ. And I think she handled it from the very first game. Is that her thing is she's here to compete, she's here to win, and it's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. She's here to win. She's here to compete. That's my teammate. She's not going to get the calls. And I let her know, hey, you're not going to get calls from the rest. Just play ball. I got you. Whatever you need me to do, I got you. You don't, and I've heard that from multiple people when it comes to Caitlin Clark. Great teammate. She's a great person. When it comes to telling her to have to work harder or do the reps, you do not have to say a word to Caitlin. She's going to do it without you even saying it. She does it in her sleep. I love this for AB right here. Also, I love what AB is doing. And I didn't know AB did broadcasting. So I like that for her. She's young. You know, for Aliyah Boston to be doing that as another career, doing broadcasting, and also playing in Unrivaled, and then, you know, headed back to Indy. That's good for her. Obviously, I want to see some heavy improvement as far as athleticism and some things with AB. She's a great player in my opinion. I think she's going to be even better this year. And I like how she gave her flowers to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, obviously, she deserves it in my opinion. I think one of those players that we talk about when she's been with the franchise through the ups and downs. And I think now when you stay down for so long and then you get the rewards, it's only right you get the flowers with it. And not just that, I mean, she produces on the basketball court too. Her and Caitlin Clark produce on that court. They got the duo. They got the chemistry. And just, you know, happy she brought that up as well. Let's finish off right here real quick.
Yeah, Aliyah, we appreciate you. I know you.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's it. But yeah, talking about these additions right here, obviously you guys already know this is going to be great for the Fever. And I really, really think Aliyah Boston is going to have a great year. A super, super great year. So also I want to touch on Aliyah Boston knows Caitlin Clark had all those fans and all those people, and they're going to try to tell Caitlin Clark this and try to tell Caitlin Clark that, and they're going to lie and they're going to make things up. And pretty much Aliyah Boston's like, hey, Caitlin Clark does a good job of just showing up and playing basketball and really just wanting to do that and focus. Like, Caitlin Clark is a traditional just hooper. And I really feel like Aliyah Boston was trying to stress that. So I'm happy. You know, I think Aliyah Boston's a great teammate. She has her back. She has Caitlin Clark's back. Not just Caitlin Clark. She's going to have anybody on her team's back. And that's one thing I love about Aliyah Boston, the great human being that she is, and she displays every time I see her do interviews or anything like that, or just being a good teammate. I watch that kind of stuff, and that's important. You know, when you're not doing well, how are you going to react, or how do you have your teammates back, or do you pick your teammates up off the floor? Just certain things like that, and an interview press, and the way she handles herself, I really like that for Aliyah Boston as a very young woman / girl. She's still young, so women in this league. So that's all I got for you guys. Shout out to AB, shout out to Megan and Zora, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I'm out.